pray. Hey, hey, look.
It's Madden NFL 24, and the wait is over for this rivalry game. It's the Ravens and the Steelers, and it's coming up next.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. And here's Pickett to put it in the air off the bat. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Fryermuth.
That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now Pickett. And here's Fryermuth again.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Off the play fake, here's Pickett.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Roquan Smith has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack.
He'll look to throw.
That is caught. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Pickett.
He gets this one to Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Pickett sets up play action. He's got this to Pickens.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Harris. Diving for the end zone and won't get there. Touchdown. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, head on ahead, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Taken at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. A number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 11 carries, 71 yards, and a touchdown.
Nice solid showing from him last week. Didn't blow the roof off with his numbers. He certainly had a quality day and produced when called upon.
Now a quick slant as the throw is complete. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right
The Ravens at a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year. It's been really a lost first month of the season, that's for sure.
And they still believe they have potential. They still believe they're a good team. But they have to absolutely start showing it right now. 0-4? That doesn't even sound right to them. But let's face it, you are what your record says you are until you break out of it.
Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Again, they run with Hill. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Well, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spend too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Dobbins is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. Now Jackson. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. That was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3rd and goal, Jackson. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Ravens are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. These two teams all tied after 1. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Here comes the Pittsburgh Steelers and running back Najee Harris. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had what he was going to do this season, and of course it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and boy, they get downfield creating extra blocks for them.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Pickett now to throw off the play fake. Well, they would have gotten the conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens first down, at least at first glance, as they'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches. Another run here with Dobbins. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up. 4th down, and out comes Jordan Stout here to punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 17. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Pickett. He'll find his man, LaVisca Chenault. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Here's 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. To the air on 1st down with Pickett. And his throw is incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
Pickett finding Johnson there. First down, Steelers. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Let's go now.
Pickett, he's going to throw it again. Setting up the screen, Harris. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
A good yardage there on 1st down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throwing to the hands of Pickens. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 29-yard line. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. A short one there to Freiermuth. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Pickett back to throw. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. And the Steelers are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Now a timeout called for by the offense as he'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. He'll find Najee Harris. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try to run with Harris. Now he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Nagar is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense going to take over late in this first half with this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half. We'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 53 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped him.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Jackson now. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line. And Jackson throwing once more. That's out to Hill, right side complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. Tucker's kick is good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we reach halftime. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Raven offense set to start this 3rd quarter. But, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
And Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. That's caught. It's Flowers. Touchdown. Zay Flowers, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. Those are the touchdowns that aren't just scored on Sundays or on Monday night. Those are the ones that are scored during the week because they had that preparation in a great route run.
Oh, I love that observation because you don't just roll out on game day and say, okay, go run this route and let's get it done. That means exactly what you said. The practice had to occur beforehand, which led to the timing, which led to the touchdown.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
2nd down. Here's Pickett. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Pickett. And he is caught. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Dialing up another pass here. Pickett. Connection made with Chenault. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll make it 2nd down. Harris running straight ahead. He winds up getting only a couple there. Down to the 29.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Out is Chris Nagar now to try the field goal. This one from 46 yards out. Nagar's kick is good, and that will tie things at 17-all. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have the kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he returns this to the 22. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
And in the 2nd half of the tie game, every decision gets magnified. And here, if he forces this ball, it could be intercepted. So that's the prudent play to just airmail it out of bounds.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now the terrible towels in full force now as the Steelers get set to defend this 3rd and long. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Pulled in at the 24. Fights loose. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Roquan Smith picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Now Pickett. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Pickett will look to throw it here. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. But really not much secret there. 3rd and long, Charles, and he was looking to throw the football. And I would imagine as a defender, you're kind of salivating in that spot, right?
You certainly are, because 3rd and long situations, they tip the scale towards the defense every single time. Now you're actually able to dictate and understand what the offense is trying to do. You know where the first down marker is. You set your defense that way, and maybe you can be a little more aggressive in certain situations because of that. You start focusing on your coverage assignment, and when the ball's released, you break on it and make a play, as we just saw there.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with this 3rd. Back now in Pittsburgh. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. And if you're thinking field goal from here, it's 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down and move it closer. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Tucker's kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Steelers ready for their next possession. And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Just because you got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They've dropped 4 straight games coming into this one, remember, but they have the lead here. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
62 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive game. Just keep the clock ticking.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 3rd down, Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is brought in at the 21. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st and 10. Here's Pickett. Here's Freiermuth again.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Pickett looking to throw on 2nd down. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 33. A good pick up there at 20 yards. Pickett to throw on 1st down. Completes this one to Pickens. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Pickett. This ball tipped and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Off play action. Pickett. And that will be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions of what was once a nice drive. Stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards. And they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the 4th down.
Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
One thing I do know that offensive linemen like, they like a guy who's carrying the ball that will take what is blocked. Not try and create a big play and maybe take a loss, not try and go where the blocking isn't. But if it's just all that's there and you just put your head and your shoulders down and get that, you get the respect of the big guys up front.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Now they toss out right to Hill. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 68 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing line?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Here's 1st down. They'll go with Hill here on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Tucker's kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. So here's Pickett and the Steelers. Down 23-20. A little over a minute to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Looking to throw here, Pickett. And his throw's going to be incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw complete there to Johnson. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 40. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. They still need 1 completion for field goal range.
And just think about what they're going over in the huddle right now. Make the catch, get out of bounds. That's going to be tough to do. So make the catch, get up to the line of scrimmage, and clock it to have 1 last shot.
And this is good. From 57 yards out. That is bombs away right there. That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now a 1st down carry. It's Hill. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. Here's 2nd down. Jackson to throw. Oh, looking for Andrews downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And no return here to begin the overtime session. That'll be a touchback. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. All set up for them right now, Charles. Opening possession of overtime. They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They give that extra energy from them, but they've got to be careful not to let that adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
And this is going to be incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
Pickett back to throw. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Roquan Smith getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. The Steelers send out their punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. Fielded at the 33. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And they will take over 1st and 10. You don't see that too often, Charles. He punted that away and then hustled up to make the stop as well.
Yeah, because oftentimes they serve as their own safety after punting it. You want to be the last guy, but he decided to get involved in the action, didn't he? And what a spark that's got to provide for the rest of his team when they see their punter out there making a nice hit.
And Chris Barnes there on the stop. Net score wins, but remember, this will be a tie if the period ends with no scoring as they work on 2nd down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now what can Jackson do here in overtime? Dancing to his left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Decent gain on the scramble at 6, but now it's 4th.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Steelers. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they're going to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on the 1st and 10. Back to throw, Pickett. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw, Pickett. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Pickett. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens' 41-yard line.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's Pickett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, what a has got it. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Here's a give to Dobbins running right. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
And once again, Hill, he's been busy. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. And joy will reign in the Inner Harbor as the Ravens have won it. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home.